Alright, so I'm I'm not sure whether this is going to be based in front of the video I plan to do, but or like somewhere at the end, or just somewhere in between. It's just gonna be here. But yeah, I've decided to just make a whole separate save files, hence the map not being filled out, and also hence everything else that's kind of changed. There's basically a couple of things I at least want to record, just to mostly show off. Because if I'm not gonna get the 1% thing, I might as well show off everything else that could be doable in a playthrough, depending on certain other things. Oh, hey, everyone's here. Don't make sure we should be open them out. If again at the time a former employee tried to take over the island, this could be interesting. Off to a great start already. Right, Sunny, I'll take you back here and you can pay some new outfits.
Okay. Wow.
I'm not sure about the feeling. I'm having a great time already. I'm not sure about this one, Sunny. You can look super comfortable in that, Sunny. So maybe this doesn't even get to comment on that. Okay, so just... Okay, it turns out Sunny is actually cool. Who knew? That's even more small. These Felix is here for the whole mutual sport thing. Felix cool. Felix is right. Just not alright. Felix Sunny's on the look. Felix is like a normal guy out of this whole conversation. That's just perfectly fine by our standards. That's not Felix. Well, Barkley adds nothing to the conversation. Barkley is the CFO, again, more support in a sense. Doggo is Doggo. Doggo cannot converse. Doggo only speaks in Boston horse, and also tail shakes. I'm curious, perhaps this shall be entertaining? Perhaps this maiden is even more unfamiliar with the styles and facets of this land than I. Quite unexpected. Quite.
Wow.
Is the sky as beautiful on your world as it is here, Corey? I mean, I don't know. Same-ish, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. And today, the sun glides across the sky together with the pitch-black moon. At night, that same moon consumes the swirling lights that dance together. It's wonderful, don't you think? It's cool. I thought you'd agree. Very cool. Scarlet Prince. Oh, but I lose the fancy funny wings and I just gain funny huge feet. This is fine, to be honest. This is fine. Is this island floating in the sky? It sure is. It sure is floating in the sky. Corey, I think they are talking to you. I wonder if we could do something with this button. Trust me, we're done so already if it wasn't pressed already. Okay, Corey. Tell me something. Something about your world. My world? Yeah. Your world is old, right? New Wire is young. I was told Harbour Town has only existed for a few generations. Please, tell me about the history of your world. You get Sunny a brief rundown on the history of Earth. You skip a lot of the details, but that's okay. That's a lot to take in. When I think about this island and where I came from the person who I once was on another world, to being a landkeeper, to finding you here, I can almost see the thread of history that led me to me being here now. Does that make sense? Do you see the threat of your world's history and have lead you to be who you are now? Yeah? Okay, I'm glad. I wasn't sure if it was a silly question. I am still learning what it means to be oneself. Some part of that lies in our history, but only so much. I wonder about the human I once was. The woman who lived in my body first. I wonder how her history shaped her. Maybe I am asking the wrong questions. Maybe I need to ask you more about the present, not the past. That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
I'll try and think of some better questions for you next time.
Wow.
These strange facilities. They were here first before everything else, weren't they? Yeah, I wonder where this fire was coming from. Wait, we're looking over there! Oh, there it is. Come here, you. Minus team, blazing ball of industrialism. It's gonna smack. Just be safe. Yeah. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go immediately clobber the heck out of it. You record, Sonny.
Recording.
Hi-ya! Ouch. There we go.
Neat.
Minus steam. The minus steam constantly builds pressurized steam within its brass body, channeling it to develop powerful spikes with its enormous fists. These weapons summon to new wire from somewhere else. The question is, where exactly? Bye. Alright, cool. Glad we could at least capture one of these things in the recording session. I was a little worried I'd do it later, but getting it here just saves me time.
Hey.
Here goes.
Wow.
There are a lot of people in the world, aren't there? I mean, a lot more than here on this island. There must be more people than you can even get to know. Yep, that's right. Don't you feel sad about that? That there's friendships you might miss out on? No, like, suppose they might not really end up as friends. Not all people can connect with each other. Yeah. Don't worry, I do understand that much. The other landkeepers and I are not friends. The laws given to them are so rigid, so impossible to change that they can't imagine life any other way. Maybe me choosing to be Sunny instead of a landkeeper is an insult to them. But knowing that people might not connect with you or even despise you, this isn't enough to stop me reaching out to others. People are interesting to me. It's fun to talk to them, I think. That's a good outlook. Aww. Being hungry is pretty funny, isn't it? Is it? Is that such a strange statement? It's a feeling we have that changes our behavior, even if we don't want it to. The things we desire in our bodies overrule us, pushing us to make decisions. This is a strange question to ask. I guess that's true. See? It wasn't a strange statement after all. Some food makes me feel this way more than others. I guess that's preference. But you know, there's a lot of really good food that is on New Wild, isn't it? That is on New Wild, Corey. So let me tell you about the restaurants.
Please.
Tell me about these foods. I want to know about them, okay? I guess this is really simple to just do like a monster tour or something and just like bam, you have enough relationships, just you gain enough relationship points to actually move on with the next status in the relationship. Jesus. I don't know if it's been that way since like space games, and just it's been as long as I don't remember it, or it's incredibly funny how this how I'm able to do this real swift like. Although again, I will need to actually do like a whole new game thing for like the scene. Well, one can become Sonny's boyfriend or significant. The power you're dating, basically. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So you can be anything you want in this game. It's just how the fuck would I know which answer you're going for in your own playthrough? So I'm gonna ask you various questions about life back in your world. Since we do have Sunny as a partner, I'm going to assume that we will also get Sunny's starter as a wild monster in addition to all the other partner starters. Just need to be like way over in design that's way above everything else. AKA the one floating island here. Oh, no, never mind. It is actually in a specific location. I thought it was just gonna be like up where most of the other stars could have been found at, but no, it is actually just smack dab in the location. That just makes it all the easier. I don't know why I didn't think to look at that page just before I get back. Oh look, this is weird.
Huh.
Hey, Goy. There's something I'm curious about. People's homes. They are reflections of them, I'm told. Can you show me your home? Sure. Okay, let's go. I've been thinking so much on what it means to be me and to be a person. And I think I understand now. What makes people as other people. If I didn't have you in my life and Kaylee and Eugene, I wouldn't be Sunny.
After all.
You were the ones to give me that name. The just guess I ever received. And I'll treasure it forever. It feels like so long since then. It feels so differently about everything now. And even you, boy. At first, I saw you as a stranger. Someone I feared or didn't trust. But now, I see you as something more. Do you mean that how I think you mean it? I mean, I have feelings for you. So it's not just me. If I am honest, I've had some complicated feelings inside me for some time. It's so hard for me to know what's normal and what's not. But if you feel the same, then I'll try to be direct. I want to be close to you. Very close to you right now. If that's okay. And now comes the part where future me has to do a whole playthrough later, and actually make sure to not be in a relationship with anybody else just to see a few more scenes afterwards, because and it's just how it works. I also have no idea how I was supposed to shut him in there, dude. That was so weird, dude. You know, something tells me at some point they meant to put dialogue here, but it didn't. Huh. Weird. So never mind, I guess I'm not doing that yet. So you mean to say that where you're from, some people choose to live like land keepers? Well, I wouldn't phrase it like that, exactly. It's more that you need money to live, so an office job is a way to get money. So people choose to live in an office to survive? No, they don't live there, it's just for the day. Think of it as a war you're playing in the daytime before you come home and become yourself again. I see. Did you have an office job before coming to New York, Kaylee? I'm not qualified for that kind of work. It feels so long ago when we first met, Eugene. You mean when you first walked into this cafe? Yeah, I guess it's been a little bit since then.
No.
I mean, when I was a landkeeper, just came into Harbor Town. You confronted me and my colleague told us to leave, remember? She was there at the beginning? Huh! I was thinking like some of these landkeepers kind of look the same, so I never thought to put two and two together, but weird. The more you know.
Oh.
Wait, that was you? Something I never realized. It's okay, Eugene. We weren't friends when we first met, but we are now. That's better, don't you think? A big improvement, I agree. We know. I guess you're a dog, is that right? You're the first dog I've met. I would like to meet more if given a chance. Aww. She's interactive with the folks. Do you have fond memories from your times traveling, Viola? Fond memories? The finest! The wind in my hair one night, and the warm bed of a tavern the following noon. On one night I may be found dining with friends of my father. The next I may be performing poetry in fair Verona. Fair Verona? That sounds like a nice place. It may be so, yet I must confess I happen to have stolen the heart of a maiden of high standing in Verona and caused a local feud, the likes of which escalated most devilishly. I do not intend to return. You do have a lot of stories, it seems. No, I never had to drink blood as a landkeeper. So you're not like a vampire, but are you sure you're maybe a little bit undead? You look pretty pale.
Undead?
I'm not familiar with the word. Is it bad? I guess not. I'm just curious about you. You're curious about me?
Yeah.
Don't take it the wrong way. You're like a living dead girl. Or maybe you're not. Either way, it's cool. Are you saying you don't quite understand me and that interests you? I guess. You want to draw me? Yeah, the story is pretty inspiring after all. You escaped your previous life as a corporate drone to be your own person. I could totally base a character on you for the story I'm writing. That's very kind of you. I'll be honest for you to draw me, Felix. Though I must request that my clothes stay on for the drawing process. Don't worry, I'm not that kind of artist. I guess you're a dog, is that right? You're the first dog I've met. You always give it a chance. I was hoping this would be Sunny and Frankie during this conversation, but I guess this is who I am now. I just think that maybe I'm not the person that my parents thought I'd be growing up. They're supportive of me, but I'm not the kid they thought I'd be. Okay, Dad. I had a pretty momentous childhood, but my parents spent a lot of days fighting in the trenches of Gorilla Wolf for the fate of a winning world, you know? What? I mean, like, they raised me as best as they could, but growing up I played in the wounds of the death of the scenes that the generation failed, right? There's gonna be some distance between us when they've experienced something like that. Maybe my life was pretty easy, all things considered. So even though I didn't know New Wire existed before coming here, in some way I've been praying for this kind of thing happening to me my whole life. I see. Because you read many fantasy stories, and write your own, if I am understanding right?
Yes!
Though the specific details with cassette tapes is a new twist, people love stories about friendship between monsters and humans, especially those romance too. They do? Is that why you're excited to be here? To be romanced by a monster? What? Me? No, I'm strictly an observer.
Wow.
The archangels, like Raymond. They were made by people, I understand? Something like that. I see. An archangel seems so much stronger than a human. But that's the wrong way to look at it, I think. When I see people in Harbor Town working together, they are like one whole. An archangel might be strong, but I can't imagine any archangels a match for all people together. Aww.
Wow.
You look like you have something you want to say, Koi, I think. Well, let's be together. I think I understand what it is you're asking. It's not just about being close to each other physically, it's something more. A foundation of the connection between us as people. Yeah, of course I want that. I want nothing more. We can still be physically close physically too, right? Because when I see you, there are a lot of feelings I have. I want to be physically close to you, and also want to be connected to you, connected to your heart. These feelings all blend into one, and I can't tell where they begin or end. It makes it feel like I don't understand myself as much as I want to. I need to be close to you, I think. I need to feel your hands in mine, and other things like that too. So, yes, I want to be with you. Until you go. I know you have to go home eventually, but this connection will always be there between us, making us who we are. Hello, it is Great Pikmin from the future, technically in the present by the time, in the past by the time this video comes out. The timeline continuity is kind of fucked out. Game's got an update. Mostly bad fixes. It's mostly fixes though, and kinda helps, especially in regards to Sunny here. Sunny inquires about your clothing choices for personal research. Sunny sits quietly but contentedly with you. Oh. Sunny has an earnest discussion with you about her thoughts on life. Sunny doesn't say much, but she seems to be happy to be with you. Yeah, I'm getting repeats. Okay. So, I thought originally that this didn't work on base 1.0, 1.8 update, and it certainly didn't, because I was doing it all that with my HP 4, and apparently it didn't work. So now it's been fixed as well. The other thing that's kind of mostly been fixed upon is the ending. Once you've romanced Sunny, at the very least.
Wow.
Should even Sunny see it? I knew we'd have to say goodbye to each other, Koi. Someday I might also leave in a while. But right now, this place is my home. It's where I am me. I'll never forget you. Any of you. You have to become who I really am after all. Koi, promise me one thing.
Never let the world change you. Got it?
I won't. I'm not ready for this to be over. I'm gonna go back stronger. Live life towards fullest.
Don't you forget about me, okay?
Especially you, Koi. You've, set the bar for a boyfriend pretty high for me. I kinda knew that things would have to end if we found our way out. But I won't give up being happy. Not anymore.
Oh, I love you.
See you around, mate. Love you too, Meredith. Aww.
Farewell, friends.
Koi, but we shared a lovely time together. No wave, no storm could erode its memory.
I shall treasure you always.
Aww.
Never let the world change you. Got it?
And
Hold me in your heart, too.
Farewell, friends.
when I initially recorded the ending of this, that got skipped on the 1.8 base patch in general. But I think it's also kind of funny because it led to a somewhat funny thing when trying to do Fiola's ending romance option. Well, like, I got Sunny's ending options along with Fiola's somehow. It's like, what?
I never let the world change. Hold me in your heart, too.
Farewell, friends. I shall treasure you always.
So, you do a lot of camping here on New Island, don't you? I guess so. Seems like it to me. Have you kissed all your other camping mates? What do you think? Don't worry, I'm just finding you up, mate. The compliment me are definitely greatly embarrassed, so appreciate it, though. Aw. You know, campfires make for such an easy conversation. No need for awkward pauses when you can't think of anything to say. You can always say something like, "This is a great fire," and everyone not in agreement like I said something valuable. Almost every conversation can have a campfire nearby. Though that might be a fire hazard. Discuss places you'd like to visit one day. Works into coach to compliment your appearance. But yeah, unless there's like new things coming to 1.9 of Cassette Beast, or there's anything new coming out of Brighton Studios, like anything Cassette Beast related or anything else new in regards to what they're doing in general, I think this might just be the end of Cassette Beast of my Let's Play in general. Obviously, he said I wasn't going to get any of the newer bosses that are in the Twain Gauntlet, aside from, you know, showing off Magic Grab at the very least. Because, like, at least this Magic Grab, it's at least viable. You can at least get there. Yeah, you can also get there too, but you're also gonna have to deal with, like, the rising difficulty and stuff. Like, I have, like, the team for it. I kind of do. I just have the team for it. It's just I'm not really looking forward to just sitting here, just hoping to get footage of like 2 more boss battles that is just essentially in what's essentially akin to like a larger battle tower. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta be shown, because like by the time this episode's coming up, it's like likely already at the release of the Switch 2, and things are just moving quite along in the future. Will I probably had the Switch 2 by the time this comes out? Probably not. I'm gonna be honest, probably not. If not today, probably not for a while. At least not until any capture card like exists for the Switch 2. Like I'm certain, at least I'm hoping my capture card would work for the Switch 2, but I'm not crossing my fingers for that. And there's still gonna be like a ton of games still being supported for the Nintendo Switch for at least a little while longer. But yeah, again, just to get back on track with this game, I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I checked it out when I had time. And just having my eventual complaint from, oh man, seeing as Sunny was added as a later addition to the game, I really wish it was playable, and lo and behold. I greatly love all the characters that I've had the pleasure of experiencing the story with in New Wild, and yeah, overall I'm very glad I've played this. Am I gonna probably play some other Pokemon-esque games or similar ones in the near future? Well, inevitably yes, but that literally all depends on just what I do beforehand before, you know, Pokemon Legends ZA comes out, which will definitely be released like way after this video's been uploaded to YouTube, so she all the guaranteed is not gonna age well. I don't know, I might pre-plan them, they might be recorded in between other projects. Might be recorded as well after I played Pokemon, so I could, you know, get more of the Pokemon thrill back in me. But I don't know. It all depends. It all just depends. But yeah, again, just try to get into a crash for a moment. Given how soon I've had several other crashes lately with this game, so it's not perfect, but you know, it's something. I highly recommend giving Cassette Beast a playthrough review, especially if you see my playthrough, because, like, again, I've already touched on it, like, a little bit, but, like, the end goal to get to the night station, it could be a little different. Just how you go about doing your objectives could be a little different from how I do it. So it's about as much as I would hope that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet would have had, despite all the flaws that Scarlet and Violet have. It just feels nice to have like an actual good story attached to it. Like, it's not quite as deep or as far-reaching as like a Deep Saga, because you know this is only like the second game they made or something. Greatly like the bootleg system. If they happen to make like a sequel to this, I would like to. We'll probably not see more types honestly, because like the typing system is kind of already on pause with Pokemon as it is, because like they got 14 types in general. Like they could come up with 4 more types just to make sure it's like even with like Pokemon's 18 types, because Fairy makes the 18th typing in their series with something. Who knows? Really liked the battle system. Really liked seeing all the inspirations for some of these monsters and whatnot. You know, if I could ever bother to get like 5 stars to be able to the second bios, which is basically just the inspirations for their for the monsters it's their inspiration stories, but for the Archangels it's just like other things. Yeah, thank you all for just watching me play Cassette Beasts. It was fun having to draw the artwork for some of the characters here too. Like, it's rare that during production I get to draw more artwork, which like I typically try to do that for like afterwards if I, you know, remember the fandom that I'm in. It is a lot to be honest, but I just had a real great time. And like again, if there haven't been like any more news updates that is just like new characters that join the roster as partners, or just anything else new in general, I will go out of my way to record this game again, because the only thing that's telling me here now, aside from the characters, is basically just the massive amount of fusions that I've got to get to. It's like, have you seen my progress? It's barely enough. It's barely enough. Like, I am never gonna be able to get to sometimes, even if they continue to. Well, I mean, if they continue to have more like afterwards, and I manage to keep up with those, then that'd be fine. But like, as it stands, it is time consuming. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful world that it was New WoW. It's been a blast, truly. Also, now that I'm here, I'm curious if Sunny does say the thing that she said on Viola's route, because I'm legit curious if that's the pure reason why I managed to get that new dialogue for Sunny there, and not because he was my girlfriend. Until anything new comes up for Cassette Beasts, or to say anything new regarding the series, or anything in regards to what Biden Studios does next. It's been a fun journey. And if there happens to be more regarding the characters that I love from this game, I'll definitely keep an eye on them. This has been the Great Pikmin CX-789. This has been Cassette Beasts. And I'll see you guys then.